generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for all you got to love. Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it.
Okay.
Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Tonight, wait, please.
Check 52's the mark. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 24. Check 24.
Hardball.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check. Hatchet.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming this way. Here we go. Check three. Slam. Mike 52. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bronco score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Rosen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Watch the screen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now a handoff handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts, doesn't it, gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's checking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 9-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Check 43.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Check. 58 to Mike.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Goff now to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now on second and 13. Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Steve, 6.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. 49 yards.
He had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away from me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yeah, let's get set. Out, 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 out. Bang, 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 bang. One down. Watch the twins.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Dance, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Rosen off the play action. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. 5. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rosen will throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Middle.
Here's Rosen to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Quiet, D, we're pretty quiet. Wide, get wide.
They'll run here with Lindsey. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, kill. Get that ball. Get that ball. We go, 76. 77.
Just beating the play clock is gone. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey. 59. Man, that's trash.
A first down carry for Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Watch the twist.
And now it's Rosen looking. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. They go play action. It's Rosen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check three, check three, check three. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check four.
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go, go.
Here's gone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down.
Shell.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm coming!
Hey, Foxtrot.
My 52. Right here.
Harbaugh.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments or the back.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Hey, Shell.
After the interception, here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They are in. Interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball anticipation, it's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Hard.
Now Rosen on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rosen looking to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go, defense.
Again, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Third and long here for Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside In the final seconds of the first half, the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 5-9.
Now it's Rosen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Brown. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen, open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Rosen got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check 53, Mike. Rip right, rip right.
He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Tonight, 180. 59. Alert.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football. Don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Like 20. Hey,
watch
the leg.
On first down, it's Wise. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tonight, like 20.
52's the mic.
I got him.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ric Flair.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. Down the numbers. fires. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set him back 5. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Play action here with Rosen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Cut. 180.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Ric Flair.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll run on first down. Wise. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's get this.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You don't want no problem with me.
It's 3rd and 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
By 52, by 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The fullback dive held up short. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Super one, super one. Super.
Goff now looks to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders. We'll
tell you, if you're a running back.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now it's Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
We go tonight. Black 20. Here
we go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Goff. Nowhere to his. Jerome Baker make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Mike 52.
Rip, hey, kill. What's up?
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. I was going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Rosen to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Middle.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Sanders' kick is good, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bring it. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Miami, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.